Welcome to the channel. So we're with the Model 3, the new updated Model 3 Tesla all-wheel drive. We're taking this thing for a demo ride today. I don't have it for very long. So as you can see, this is a dual motor all-wheel drive. It also does not have the air caps on it, so these are the rims like there would be if you took the caps off and you just put some plugs in. A lot of changes to the interior, the exterior. So let's look at them. All right, we got the new Tesla Model 3. You touch here to reverse. We're going to pull out of here. Turn radius feels good. Pull that way to drive forward. All right. We're gonna pull out. We're gonna go take this thing for a test drive. There are no turn signals, so they're here on the stalks now. I don't know if you can see that or not. Can. It's got a little haptic touch to it. I gotta get out on this road. I only got this car for about 20 minutes. So I'm gonna try like crazy to get this good. I'm gonna pull out right here. So far, the suspension is way better. The noise is way quieter. I mean, I don't know if you can hear it or not, but it is way quieter. So some of the changes to the car, as you can see, the tail lights are different. The trunk is automatic up. It's been like that for a while, although that's not in mine. Looks like they've got the aero caps in the back here. Storage space is pretty much all the same. All right, to close that, you just push that button, it will automatically close that down. As you can see, the lights go up with the tail lights, which is kind of interesting. They still got tape on this thing from where it was delivered. All glass roof as normal. The back seats, they've got new interior. Got this matte finishing here. Got the Alcantara, a bigger lock open, so it doesn't look like a window lock. As you can see, it's got a screen here on the back where you can change the cooling of the seat, the heated seats. You can change the music. There are Netflix, YouTube, all that stuff. And you got video games back here for the kiddies. This screen is very touch. It's really well. You can also adjust the fan speed back here in the back. You've got these, you've got USB-Cs. Ventilated and air conditioned seats, which I think the back seats are only heated seats, but the front are ventilated. Got a new door latch here, so this piece here actually goes into here and it gives it more rigidity on the side. It also protects it from what they said was a side impact to give you a little bit more structural integrity, but at the same time, it also makes the door sound a lot better. You can hear that clunk. It's got a much tighter seal than in previous versions. All updated dashboard with LED lights that wrap all the way around to the back seats. You can adjust those colors, which is a really nice feature. We've got the ventilated seats, so these are heated and air conditioned seats. As you can see, they're actually a more comfortable seat. We've got the center console area is about the same, but no longer a click button. Now you just magnets and it cups up. Also, this thing fully closes to conceal your cup holders. You just pull that back like so. And same thing with this, you would push that to open into the secondary compartment where there is a 12-volt cigarette lighter. Also, what's interesting is there's a little cubby there that goes really deep in there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it is underneath there and it is pretty deep. It's quite deep actually. So that's kind of neat. So like a little hidden area you can store things. Wireless charging. Screen is mostly the same. One big deal here is the glove box. Now pops open like that. It's more of like a magnetic and it just kind of hangs and dangles. And then you pop it up. It's very loud. Magnetic again. Again, same thing. Got the open the door button, which is more noticeable, and so people won't be grabbing this emergency latch and unopening it there. Same vents, but just different look. Got a nicer dashboard, I think. So let's take this thing for a drive and see what we think. Alright, so let's take a look at the outside, get the updated taillights like we went through. Also, the Tesla badging is now spelled out across the back instead of the emblem. Overall, the side of the car looks pretty much the same, except for the wheels. They are the new 18-inch wheels with new aero caps that aren't shown. Headlights are all new, much sleeker look, more like the Model S, with a pointed nose on the front end for more aerodynamics. And it really gives it more of a Model S look. It's like a miniature Model S. Those wheels again here, and that's that similar silhouette to the side of the car. All right, we're gonna get our seatbelt on. We're taking this thing for a drive. I only have a couple of minutes left with this car. You put the key here in the cup where the wireless charger is, which is kind of odd. To drive, you go forward. All right, and it goes pretty well. We're just gonna drive it around some of these back roads here. I'm not real familiar with where we are, but it's got get up and go, that's for sure. It feels a lot more not planted to the ground, but it just feels smoother on the ground. I feel like it's definitely just got a much better ride quality to it. It's very nice. Let's see how these ventilated seats work. I'm not sure how you turn those on, actually. Air-conditioned seats. We'll give you our opinion of those. The heated seats should operate about the same as what they do already. It's got a good turning radius, and using the shifter on the screen is surprisingly very easy. I have not driven a Model S with I have not driven a Model S that has that screen, so it does work really well. So yeah, it's actually really easy. The steering wheel feels better in the hands. It's got a better shape to it, how it feels. I mean, the steering wheel I really like. The turn signals are very easy to get used to with the haptic touch. Yeah, I mean, honestly, we're going to take it this way and try to come back around. It's definitely got the acceleration boost on this one, I feel like, because it feels a little more powerful than my car that has the acceleration boost. The ride quality, man, is just on point. Holy moly, it feels good to ride in this thing, I got to say. Yeah, it's seems to be a very nice ride, I have to say. So, man, all these updated interior, the updated stuff, so what you can see here, and I'm not sure, yeah, you can see everything. So if we go here, we've got more things here. We got our seats, heated steering wheel on this car as well, like they have on the Model Ys now. Of course, you've got all your cameras. These are the upgraded cameras from what my car, both our Model 3 and Model Y have. Which our Model 3 is a 2023, but they are a much crisper look. They've got the new hardware 4 on them. I actually really like the turn signals being on the steering wheel. You don't have to move your hand at all. It's very easy to use. The high beams are also here, so I could easily click that button for high beams. I mean, that's it's pretty nice, I have to say. You can change your toggle wheels. You've got your voice button here, your speedometer. You can easily pull up your cameras from here. It's surprisingly very nice. We're going to cut around. We're going to navigate to Tesla. Should have us pull around this back road. Oh gosh, it's got us getting there a little bit late. That is my fault.
feet, turn right onto Monroe Road.
I don't want to hear her. All right, so, I mean, driving the car, the air-conditioned seats feel really great. In my car, I noticed, because it's leather and everything, I'm going for the turn signal. I'm kind of out in the middle of the road. Trying to catch up here and get back a little bit earlier than it says I will be. Anyways, the air-conditioned seats. In my car, I noticed this guy's not looking. Guy was not looking at all. In my car, the leather gets hot and your back kind of gets sweaty and everywhere else in your backside. And so the air-conditioned seat, especially in South Carolina, is just such a wonderful thing. It is a very much appreciated upgrade to the Tesla Model 3, as well as I really hope to see it in the Tesla Model Y soon. I know they don't have any plans or when they're going to update that right now, but to me, the air-conditioned seats is just phenomenal. You've got zoom in here. I did not know you had zoom in here. That's pretty cool. I don't have that in my car, which is kind of funny. If we wanted to listen to music, go to streaming, bass. I'm just going to check out the sound system here. Okay, so listening to the the music, we'll have to cut that. We had to cut the music out because of YouTube. But and honestly, these speakers, they're not, I don't notice them being much better in this new updated Model 3. I will say this car, though, the handling and the way it drives is definitely better. It is very smooth. It is a brand new car. Mine has 75,000 miles. But it still feels planted the way a Model 3 feels. But it does not, you know, they made it softer, I guess, so it's a more comfortable ride. And you really can't tell that it's a more comfortable, or you can't tell that it's lost any performance. It feels like it has all of the performance that it had before, just with better feel and more comfort. It is a very smooth ride. Overall, this car is so nice. I knew from the time I saw it, with the upgrades that they're doing, the front bumpers, the rears on it that you can see, the interior, the just everything, the upgrades with the air-conditioned seats, the updated steering wheel. It's really good updates. And for me, I think it's actually a great upgrade to a great car. The car is such a good car. The Model 3 is one of the best cars that you can buy, and as far as like a smaller sedan, not a full-size sedan. And performance-wise, comfort-wise, technology-wise, the Model 3 is at the top of the game. And what they did is they basically put it one more step to the luxury of a BMW. If I had to say anything, that's kind of where I would put that. I'm super impressed with this car. There is up here, there's supposed to be a, you can actually, there's manual buttons for the gear stalks. So if you're worried about this being on the screen, if the screen does go out, you can use the manual buttons there. You just press it once and they show up. So yeah, overall this car, man, it is super nice. Really enjoying it, and I got to return it. Unfortunately, I didn't get it, but for 30 minutes. All right, so I wanted to make my impressions. We're back in my Tesla Model 3. And the reason I wanted to do this little quick outro to the test driving of the new Model 3 is because I just got out of it, and now I'm driving a 2019 Model 3. So I'm going to give you a play-by-play of how I feel like this car feels. So what we're going to do actually is we're going to just kind of kick it around. So that car, I believe, had acceleration boost on it. So the acceleration feels pretty close to the same. You know, the Model 3 is just a great car in general. So, I mean, it already feels really planted. I have an all-wheel drive 2019. And so it already feels very planted. So I'm driving some of the same spots that I just got done driving. I'm not showing it in camera view, so you're just seeing me. That car felt really good. The suspension, clearly smoother. It's the one thing I could tell that there's a huge difference in how it drives. It's that we're going down this bumpy road right now. It's the same road we just went down. And you can hear the car, for one, it's much louder inside of the car. That car had double pane windows in the front and the back, which I didn't talk about. Turning radius wise, honestly, it's probably pretty close to the same. I couldn't tell you exactly. I didn't have time to set up a drone above and do a side-by-side view. Suspension wise, the new Model 3 is way better. As far as the way it feels driving though, honestly, it's snappy. The steering wheel on the other car, I think felt a little bit better. The Model 3 already has a really good steering wheel. It's a nice round wheel with good grips for your fingers. It's a good upgrade. It's got air conditioned seats. Right now my back is getting sweaty. It would not be with that new car. New car's got a lot of new features. But the Model 3s, they update. So my car has the same software as it minus the zoom, which I'm not sure why that is. I really want to know why I don't have zoom and that one does. It's kind of odd to me. But maybe that's coming, I don't know. But anyways, I think that the new Model 3 is amazing. I think Model 3 in general is amazing. It's an amazing car. If you don't need a family hauler, and you have a good enough ability to get in and out of a car, because the 3 is lower to the ground. If you can get in and out of it, I would suggest getting a Model 3. Right now, I can't suggest that because the Model Y gets the tax credit and the Model 3 doesn't. So you can actually get a Model Y cheaper. But if you like to drive enthusiastically, if you like to whip it and not feel that high center of gravity that's in an SUV and feel like you're going to tip over, the Model 3 is for you. If you don't drive like that and you need more space, the Model 3's got, and the Model Y's got more space. It's also got the tax credits. So I'm not upgrading because I don't need to, and I don't want a car payment for this car. We have our Model 3 or Model Y that we just bought. So I won't be upgrading, although I'm really tempted. They didn't have an ultra red there for me to look at, but it is a gorgeous car. The updates, they hit it nail on the head with the updates. I can't think of many other things they could have done to make that car better. They really just did a great job. So do I recommend the Model 3? Yes, go get it. If the Model Y is, if you can get the tax credit and you can get a Model Y cheaper than a Model 3, and you don't want to drive enthusiastically, you're okay with that Model Y feel, go test drive both of them and find out which one you're better with and get whichever one you want. It's that simple. So yeah, feel free to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, subscribe, and so you'll see more videos as they come. I'm trying to get up to 500 subscribers. Please hit that like button and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.